Welcome to the Book Divas Table Talk with Becca Fitzpatrick. We are very happy to have you participate in today's call. Today you will have the opportunity to ask Becca questions about her recently released book, Hush Hush. And now I would like to turn the call over to Carrie from Book Divas. Please go ahead.
Thank you. We are very excited to have Becca Fitzpatrick here to chat with us about the highly anticipated Hush Hush, recently released by Simon & Schuster. Becca Fitzpatrick grew up reading Nancy Drew and Trixie Belden with a flashlight under the covers. She graduated college with a degree in health, which she promptly abandoned for storytelling. When not writing, she's most likely prowling sale racks for reject shoes, running, or watching crime dramas on TV. Hush Hush is her first novel, and she lives in Colorado. Welcome, Becca.
Thank you. Thanks so much for having me here tonight.
Becca, before we begin, can you tell us a little bit about Hush Hush and maybe read us a small excerpt?
Well, I'll read you the summary from the front of the book for everyone who hasn't read the book yet. Romance was not part of Nora Gray's plan. She's never been particularly attracted to the boys at her school, no matter how hard her best friend Bea pushes them at her. Not until Patch comes along. With his easy smile and eyes that seem to see inside her, Patch draws Nora to him against her better judgment. But after a series of terrifying encounters, Nora's not sure whom to trust. Patch seems to be everywhere she is and seems to know more about her than her closest friends. She can't decide whether she should fall into his arms or run and hide. And when she tries to seek some answers, she finds herself near a truth that is way more unsettling than anything Patch makes her feel. For she is right in the middle of an ancient battle between the immortal and those who have fallen. And when it comes to choosing sides, the wrong choice will cost Nora her life. And the excerpt I'm going to read tonight comes from Chapter 2. Patch and Nora have been assigned as partners in class, and their first assignment is to interview each other. And they spent all of class arguing with each other, and now it's the night before the assignment is due. Straight-A student Nora is trying to decide if she can handle failing or if she should hunt Patch down. So here we are. I went to the kitchen and picked up the phone. I looked at what was left of the 7 numbers still tattooed on my hand. Secretly, I hoped Patch didn't answer my call. If he was unavailable or uncooperative on assignments, it was evidence I could use against him to convince Coach to undo the seating chart. Feeling hopeful, I keyed in his number. Patch answered on the 3rd ring. "What's up?" In a matter-of-fact tone, I said, "I'm calling to see if we can meet tonight. I know you said you're busy, but—" "Nora." Patch said my name like it was the punchline to a joke. "Thought you weren't going to call, ever." I hated that I was eating my words. I hated Patch for rubbing it in. I hated Coach and his deranged assignments. I opened my mouth, hoping something smart would come out. "Well, can we meet or not?" As it turns out, I can't. Can't or won't. I'm in the middle of a pool game. I heard the smile in his voice. An important pool game. From the background noise I heard on his end, I believed he was telling the truth about the pool game. Whether it was more important than my assignment was up for debate. "Where are you?" I asked. "Bo's Arcade. It's not your kind of hangout." "Then let's do the interview over the phone. I've got a list of questions right." He hung up on me. I stared at the phone in disbelief, then ripped a clean sheet of paper from my notebook. I scribbled "jerk" on the first line. On the line beneath it, I added "smoke cigars. Will die of lung cancer. Hopefully soon. Excellent physical shape." I immediately scribbled over the last observation until it was illegible. So there's a little taste of Hush Hush for those of you who haven't read it.
All right. Thank you, Becca. I think we should just go ahead and open the lines to take questions because we have several people waiting. So can we go ahead and do that?
And it looks like we'll take our first question from Chloe Polka in Carlsbad, California. Please go ahead.
Hi, Becca. I just wanted to let you know that Hush Hush had one of my favorite endings ever, and I was wondering if you had a favorite scene in the book or a scene that was the most fun to write.
Hi, Chloe. Thanks for the question. I've been asked this question before, and it's funny that you said the ending was your favorite because I'm not sure if you're talking about the ending or the climax, but the climax was definitely my favorite part of the book to write when Nora is running from, I don't want to ruin anything for people who haven't read it, running from the bad guy, we'll say, and clear up through the gym scene and where, again, it's hard to answer without giving too many spoilers, but everything that happens in the gym and shortly after that was a lot of fun to write. And I guess interestingly enough, I rewrote that scene during edits with my editor, and I rewrote it in about 5 days, which was a really short period of time for me to write such an intense scene, but it all turned out good, I think, and it just kind of, I felt like it all came together at that point, and the climax was definitely the most exciting scene for me to write. So thank you for your question.
And we'll go next to Sarah Begg in Woodcliff Lake, New Jersey. Please go ahead.
Hi, Becca. I just wanted to know like a quick question. Like, I'm a writer too, and I noticed that Nora has like a really strong voice, and I just wanted to know if it was hard for you to write like a novel from a teen's perspective.
Hi, Sarah. Thank you for the question. When I was writing Hush Hush, I kept I wrote every day in my journals when I was in high school and never thought anything of it at the time. And as I sat down and I was writing Hush Hush, I went through my old journals and read them and went back to my high school years. So I think a lot, even though Nora isn't me, and it's definitely not an autobiographical, it's not an autobiography. There's a lot of my heart in that, I think, and I tried to express through Hush Hush how I felt as a teen, just going through all the things that I did as a teenager. So I really tried to put that into the novel. And thank you for your question, and good luck with your writing.
And we'll go next to Rhea Ray in Douglasville, Georgia. Please go ahead.
Hi, Becca. I was just wondering if you could collaborate with any author, living or dead, who would it be, and what do you think the project would be like?
Hi, Rhea. That's a good question. I've never been asked that before. Since my favorite novel of all time is Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen, I think it would be amazing to collaborate with something on something with her. I'm not sure she would want to collaborate with me, but I think I could learn a lot from her. I can imagine us sitting down or emailing back and forth and her explaining, no, this isn't how it's done. This is how it's done right. So I guess it would be selfish of me. That would be a selfish project because I feel like she could teach me a lot. But I'm going to have to go with Jane Austen on that one. Great question. Thank you.
We're going to take a few emails.